This is a fan-generated show. If you would like to support us, please go to jamieglazov.com, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All your support is greatly appreciated.
Good evening. Welcome to the Jamie Glazov Moment. Tonight, the left's mockery of Trump's first cabinet meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, you've probably heard of this by now. Trump had his first cabinet meeting. For somebody like myself that was watching it, I thought it was a beautiful thing. I was very moved. I was very inspired. But the left typically snickering, mocking, ridiculing what had happened at the cabinet meeting because, heaven forbid, the new appointees were expressing their gratitude, how honored they feel, how blessed they feel to serve as part of this administration and in its effort to save America. And the way that they express themselves, the left just thinks that this is hilarious. And, people like Anderson Cooper, and you go to MSNBC, they were sitting around snickering about this. Oh, the dear leader, this only happens in North Korea, et cetera, et cetera. Before I give my thoughts, here's a clip of what happened.
Mr. President, it's a privilege to serve the students of this country, and to work to ensure that every child has an equal opportunity to get a great education and therefore a great future.
Thank you, Mr. President. What an incredible honor it is to lead the Department of Health and Human Services at this pivotal time under your leadership. I can't thank you enough for the privilege that you've given me and the leadership that you've shown.
Mr. President, as your seal on your staff,
That's true.
and it's an honor to be your steward of our public lands and the generator of energy dominance. I am deeply honored, and I am committed and optimistic that we can be both great stewards and be the world's largest producer of energy.
Good. And you can do both. Thank you very much. Thanks. Rex?
Mr. President, thank you for the honor to serve the country. It's a great privilege you've given me. Clearly, we are engaged with our allies to ensure that they know where our common interests lie, what our expectations are, that America will continue to be a leader, but they must do more.
On behalf of the entire senior staff around you, Mr. President, we thank you for the opportunity and the blessing that you've given us to serve your agenda and the American people, and we're continuing to work very hard every day to accomplish those goals.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. When I was watching it, I thought it was completely normal, completely expected. Let's just put this into context. We have the Obama administration, for 8 years, a leftist administration headed by an Alinskyite that was overseeing the Muslim Brotherhood penetration of the United States, of U.S. institutions, of the U.S. government, that was enabling, abetting U.S. enemies throughout the world, that was damaging the United States of America. If Hillary had won the election, it would have been the end of the United States. For people like myself, whose family escaped the Soviet Union, who escaped an evil empire that mass murdered millions of my people, tortured and persecuted my family members, for somebody like myself that found myself blessed living in the United States, that loves this country, yeah, I could feel that cabinet meeting. I could feel what everybody was saying there, because we now have a president, sorry leftists, but we have a president now that actually loves this country, that actually does not want to destroy it and build some socialist utopia fairy tale that will lead to hell. We have an American president that actually loves America, wants to enable American allies, wants to protect liberty and competition and individualism and the Judeo-Christian tradition and all the beautiful things that America stands for. And the left is just in fury about this. And so they're giggling and laughing and scoffing a meeting where cabinet members are expressing their gratitude and their honor and the blessing that they feel that it is to be part of the team to now save America and put it back on course and try to heal it from the damage done by the left and try to turn the ship around. And so, I was watching CNN, and Anderson Cooper is giggling about this and bringing on the guests, and they're all sitting around, oh, this only happens in North Korea, and they're trying to flatter him. And the blindness here, because there's no flattery really going on here. And what I really wanted to say here is that the left is blind in its mockery and in its ridicule, because this isn't about mockery. It's about people who love this country, that are grateful and honored to be part of an administration, of a team that is now going to try to save this country from the damage that the left did to it and also wanted to do to it. And so that's what it was really about. And so it's about saving America. It's about being grateful to be part of a team that wants to save America. And I would have, if I was so honored to be part of that team to try to turn things around from the catastrophic years of the Obama administration, I would have said the same thing. Not because I wanted to flatter Trump and get on his good side and how they're trying to caricature this, but because earnestly and honestly, what a privilege it would be to be part of this team that loves America and wants to save this precious, precious experiment on this earth in terms of all the liberty and the freedom and the beautiful things that the United States represents that the left wants to destroy. I would also say this before I go. The left knows nothing about the concepts, really, of honor, of gratitude, of generosity. And so they wouldn't get a meeting like that anyway. They wouldn't understand anything that's actually happening in that room, not just because of the reasons that I said about the honor of being part of a team to save the United States, but they don't really understand the concepts in general of gratitude and honor, because that's not part of the leftist tradition. I would just close with these words. You know, whenever I see the Rachel Maddows and the Don Lemons and the Anderson Coopers on CNN and all their snickering and their laughing and their mocking, I think of Romans chapter 1, verses 21 to 23. For although they knew God, they neither glorified him as God nor gave thanks to him, but they became futile in their thinking and darkened in their foolish hearts. Although they claimed to be wise, they became fools and exchanged the glory of the immortal God for images of mortal man and birds and animals and reptiles. I'll see you on the next Jamie Glazov moment. Good night.